it working? Yeah, it's the clock is counting. The clock is 13, 14, and so on. Well, anyway, welcome to this week's Monday Live, the last one in the September. It's actually the last day of September, and I have one special deck, a very special deck for you this week. It's a Danish deck, and that's not necessarily what makes it special, even though because now it's only in Danish, but I am going to translate it this beauty here, and it's called Indre Vokseværk in Danish, and translated it's inner growth. That's the best way to translate that, and they are so beautiful on the back, and for instance they can look like this in the front, or maybe even like this, and on every card there's this there's no guidebook, so that's why I had this. It's just a card, and as usually, yeah, I've pulled a couple of cards for us to sort of set the what's it called, the mood of the reading, the main theme, so to speak. I pulled that before, and of course I will mix it in again in the deck, and then I will pull cards for us all for the energy for this week. This week is special, and I will also probably get a little bit on about that. Yeah, we I think it's on Wednesday, on the 2nd, we have a new moon in Libra, and not just a new moon, we also have eclipse, a solar eclipse this time. A couple of weeks ago it was a lunar eclipse, and that's a lot of energy. So we have new beginnings with the new moon, and it's even more because it's an eclipse. This channel is not a channel where I focus on what is happening outside in the world. This is a channel where I and you and all of us is focusing on what is happening within ourselves, in our daily lives, how we are, and what we can do to help ourselves in difficult situations, how we can do to help ourselves grow, and stuff like that. Yes, you will get your card, Danny, and Pooja, you can get a card too if you like. First, I will show you these beautiful cards for setting the mood, so to speak, and then I will mix them in the bunch and draw 2-3 cards for the week, and then I will get to the personal readings. Okay, so hang on, and afterwards I will timestamp, so whoever comes, if they do not want the personal readings, they can skip that. So let's see, we have a card called Translating Living Dreams and Decide Your Future. Actually, I put the Decide Your Future first, and it's supported by the Living Dreams card. And this card is saying, when you are taking a choice about what you want, then the universe is beginning to build bridges so it can deliver. Okay, so that's a very nice energy, and it's I'm fine, thank you, Pooja, I hope you're fine too. This is supported by the Living Dream card, because it's not about we're going around like in a dream, not like that living dream. Is it living dreams more than, yeah, living dreams, Drømme, dreams, more than one. That everything you wish for, maybe you need to make room for it. Okay, so relating to this, ask the universe for building bridges. Maybe you need to make room for it. Maybe even live like you already got it, you know. So the universe only have one option, and that is to get going building those bridges so it can deliver. Okay, so that's really about inner work and staying in your own, not quit playing the blame game. If you still do that at some point, maybe we can fall into that trap once in a while, most of us, I guess. And if you still do that, then yeah, you can do something else. It's not just about things, it's also about ways of living and ways of reacting and being in life and interacting with other people and staying calm in the midst of chaos. Not that being like, I don't care about anything, not that kind of calm, but stay grounded, heart centered, sending out that vibe and light, love, be light, and by that help balancing the difficult times. uh, so the better we are and the more we do that work with ourselves, on ourselves, and be aware of how we act and think and are in the world, the better we are to keeping the scales on the Libra, Libra, the symbol for Libra, keeping the scales equal, because it's about equality. It's about giving and taking. It's not about them and us. It's either me. It's not about an either or situation. It's a both situation. It's about what can we do to get something out of it, both me and the other person, or in a given situation. That's it, and it all begins within you. So yeah. So let's see here. Yes, exactly. We have this card here with all these beautiful butterflies. And butterflies is, as you know, a transformational symbol, a transformation card. And this is about magic self-love. This card is actually called Magic Self-Love. Oh, Pooja, it's this one. It's in Danish, and translated it's inner growth. And it's a woman called Malene Mørk. She doesn't have this in English, so you will have to use some tool to translate the text on it. Otherwise, these pictures are also very intuitive, so you can use it as an intuitive tool also. But this card for this week is about magic self-love. So prioritize your joy and happiness. Okay, not in a way, of course, because it's me saying that and it's my channel and my message. The universe is not my message, it's also my message, but the universe's and spirit's message speaking to me through the cards, that your happiness, your joy, your capacity, your ability to feel joy and be joyful and happy, put that as a priority. Because when you are happy, you radiate love. When you are happy and joyful, you radiate that joy and light and happy. You are that. You not just feel it. You are that feeling. You are that vibration. And by feeling that and being that, you are sending out that into the world, and and mixing it in all the other stuff. So it helps balancing things out, helps for better solutions for you, for your loved ones, even on a global plane, okay? Even on the planet Earth, and with all the trouble going on, when you do this for yourself, prioritizing ways to feel joy and happiness without stamping on other people, of course, that's a given. It's me, it's my channel, so that's a given. Then you are a person that are helping to balancing things out. You are a person that helps tipping the scales from, whoa, this is like, whoa, to we are finding solutions that works for both of us, that works for all of us. But it begins within you. It begins inside yourself with your transformation, using that transformational energy to help you feel the joy, feel the happiness, doing things, remembering things, setting things in motion that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel that joy within your heart way more than now. It's not about not being able to feel sad and not acknowledging what is happening. It's about, okay, my part in all of this. We have the 2 cards for the week for the setting the mood of all. It's mixed in here, but setting the intention and clearing out, so making room, so clearing out in the emotional plane, it's about clearing out the feelings that hold you back, working on changing them into something that feels more light instead of heavy. Because when you get, it could also be you have some clutter in your home and you don't even use that, and you have clutter inside maybe, but working on shifting that energy, working on it by feeling happy, by doing things and focusing things that make your heart feel the joy. That makes the transformation. And actually taking part of that transformation make things speed up and go even faster. And the universe will then see, okay, she's wishing for that, she's doing that. Let's build some more bridges so we can give her more of that makes her feel happy and makes her or him feel that joy in their heart. Making sense. I hope that. One more card, no, two more cards as one, and then I go to the personal cards. Two as one card. No, this is going to be mixed in again. Yes, they are so beautiful. Look at the back. I think she have created the art with her visions and AI, I think, artificial intelligence. That's a plus because they're so beautiful and don't take too long time. It's a minus because artificial intelligence use so much energy. Yeah, like power, electrical power and stuff like that. So, oh, that's a good thing I blended that in because that's one of the two cards. And the other card, sometimes it might feel a little bit dark, but it's called magical direction, magic direction and magic self-love, combined. And the magic direction is saying sometimes or once in a while, depending on how little or how much, it's important that you remind yourself that you do not have to, that you not at all have to do the same as everyone else, or what many people want you to do, or at least expects you to do, expects you to do. That's really important to remember that. And then again, what do you do? Ask yourself, what can I do to make my heart sing, to make my heart feel that joy, to feel that happiness and lightness within me? And then you can take step towards that. And maybe first step is to change some patterns, because then you're sending again the universe asking, and then the universe building bridges. Yeah, she wants more of that, and then it will deliver. So what other people's expectations of you, yeah, recognize them, fine, but is it something you can use? Is it something that make you feel the joy? Yes, fine, go on with that. Not, no, fine, forget it. That's theirs. You are you. Okay. So this magical direction, working with the magical self-love, is to put yourself first in your choices. Again, not so stamp on other people, but just because someone expects something of you doesn't mean you have to do it. Just because most people do this or doesn't mean that you have to do it. And that's important that you remember that. So thank you so much, Danny. Thank you so much. I need a sip of water. I can tell you it hasn't always been that way with the soothing energy. I bet you. Oh, I've been having my growth time too. Still have, not as harsh anymore. I'm so happy for that. Thank God, or whatever, or whoever. So yeah. So Pooja, you will get a card, and then I will pull a card for you, Danny. It's nice. So you also can be inside. Pooja, you will get the 2 as 1. Pooja, you get 2 as 1. I hope this lady at some point will make them in these cards in English. It will be like, wow, transformational. She works with cards. She works with shamanism. She also has another deck that I actually have made a video on called the Earth 7. It's in Danish, it's another name, but I have a video where I show you all the cards from that, and that's the yeah, that's about the center and the upper and the lower world and the east, west, north, and south, all the 7 directions and cards for that. So it's very beautiful. Also, I have a video you can find. These 2 here. This after. Okay. Well, Pooja, you got the universe support and missed by the universe. So it's the universe is supporting you, but it's also missing you. So it's asking you to remember, these cards and the universe are asking you to remember that you are a gift to the world. You are a gift to the world. You are beautiful, and you are both fragile and strong at the same time. And you're supposed to be like that. And the universe wants you to remember that and to cooperate even more with the universe. Because this card is saying that the universe is reaching out to you. It's not just reaching out to you, it's supporting you. This card is saying you might not always see them, feel them, sense them, but you know that behind you, not just the universe, but souls from before, they are standing there to help you, to guide you. And they are doing so you can choose the steps that are best for you. So you can choose in trust and take those steps in trust. And now the universe is calling you to cooperate even more with it. So I hope that makes sense, Pooja. I know you already are in all this, but yeah, you are missed. They want to work more with you, and they are already supporting you with all the souls from before and guides and stuff like that. Even though you not always feel them, see them, sense them, they are still there even in those situations. No matter if you feel, see, sense them or not, they are there. So I hope that makes sense. So take that invitation, yes please, and move further on. That's the cards for you. So Danny, let's see. That's for me. That's just an extra card for me. All in all, I will see if I get called to show it. Yeah, I bet they will answer. I bet they will answer, especially if you remember to ask Pooja, show me so I understand, and forget maybe traditional ways. It's ways where you understand and get the message. That's important. Then it can be non-traditional ways also, okay? And you will get it like that. So, no. Well, Danny, now for you. Also get it 2 as 1. Oh, and the sun has come out now. It's nice. We're going to have a lovely last September day here. I got to take a picture early morning where you can just sense the sun coming up. You too. there are 3 cards here. As supposed to be 3 cards? No, it's supposed, because they're sort of new still, so they're sometimes clinging a bit to each other. This one. Okay. You got great cards too. You too, Danny, are missed by the universe. But you have this card of how can I pronounce translate it in the best way? Let's see. Yeah. The title is Self-Loving Pride. And you might say, what's all that about? And then this card, can you see the 2 persons here? These 2 persons are you. This card is speaking about there's only 2 people that's important for you to impress. And that is your 8-year-old self and your 78-year-old self. So your child self and your very grown-up old self. So, in any situation, it's important that you remember those 2 parts of you, your former self as an 8-year-old and your future self as a 78-year-old, and ask yourself, what would these 2 me say to this? How will they guide me? What will they say to what I am doing? What are they saying to what I want and how to get there and whatever it is? How will they help me through if I'm feeling sad? How will they rejoice with me if I'm feeling happy and stuff, and help that feeling be even more? You know, what would my 8-year-old and my 78-year-old say to me for connecting more with the universe? How will they suggest me to do that? How would they do? And then maybe do that some more. The 8-year, I don't know which one will be most easy for you. I guess that depends on the situation. But you 2 are missed by the universe. The universe wants you to reach out to it too. And I really get that your 8-year-old self and your future 78-year-old self can help you with ideas and methods and how to do that it will work and feel best for you where you are in your life at this point. I hope that makes sense for you, Danny. So, hello, Charlie. I am fine, thank you. You got in just in time to get your cards. Also 2 towards 1. And I think I will timestamp this also for cards for us all and personal cards. So let's see. Okay. You got the universal support card and be unperfectly magic. And the universal support card is saying to you, you might not see them, you might not sense them, hear them, but know that they are still there. The souls from before, they are there to guide you, support you, comfort you, and yeah, you know, they are there. Whether also when you think they are not, they are always there. The universe with this card is telling you, I am there, I got your back. We are there, the souls from before, to guide you, and to give you little nudges, sometimes bigger nudges, in the right direction, to make the choices that is the right choices for you where you are in your life right now. And this card with being unperfectly magic, it's about forgiving yourself. It's about forgiving yourself from what you did, what you have done when you did not know any better, what you have said when you did not know any better. So stop being harsh on yourself. If you still have some points where you go, what I did there, that was not good. Well, maybe not, but if you did not know better at that point, that if you acted, talked, spoke from what you thought was best at that point, then now is important. Now is the time that you forgive yourself for that, because you did not know better. Okay? And by forgiving that, you are setting free so much energy for growth, to be put into the feeling of joy and happiness. And by not sitting in this guilt feeling for some things or situations back when, or words said, or whatever it is, people heard, stupid choices, well, you did not know better at that point. Okay, then now it's time to forgive yourself, to set that energy free, so you truly can be nudged by the guides sent by the universe from the former souls, from the souls from before. Okay, so the more you have released, the better you are to forgiving yourself for that, because it has now you know better. Now you have learned, you have been growing from it. You've been growing from it. So this card is also saying you are different now. This is the same person, one that did not know and one that do know. One that did not know any better and did as was best from that point of view, at that point in time, in that given situation. But now you know different, and now you will choose differently. Now you will do different, act different, speak different. Maybe same words in different tone. I don't know. It depending on the situation. Yeah, that's fantastic, Danny. Then the 78-year-old is closer than the 8-year-old, so it's perfect, makes sense. So the more you forgive yourself for that, because you did not know any better, remember that, and it was a learning experience that has helped you grow. You are different now and will take better choices, and you are always supported. You got the support from the universe, from the souls that was. They are guiding you and nudging you. But it's easier to catch that nudging when you are not trapped in some way of self-blame in any area. Okay? So forgiveness of self is really important here. Yeah, growing can hurt. Definitely it can hurt. Sometimes more than others. But you know what, Charlie? I have experienced, my experience is that yes, I have growth also through lots of pain. But I'm now at a point where some of my growth is without pain also. And more of my growth is without pain. So that's that to look forward to. And I bet that you can find areas of your life, that you can find points also now where, yes, it's not hurting as much. And you can grow from, you can take what you have and nurture it further without it hurting. So it's sort of the initial growth and the changing and the shifting that have been hurting, and the letting go, and the sometimes we need a really big to see what's going on and what is needed. Sometimes the small nudges just wasn't enough, I've been there. Trust me on that. Whoa. Now lesser nudges are needed. And I'm so grateful for that. And you know what? And now is the time for this card that fell out earlier. Yes, and thank you too, Charlie, for being here. Now with this card, it fell out for, came before. It was for me, but it's also for this reading. And it's called the embrace of the universe, the arms of the universe, the embrace of the universe. And it's saying, think if what you are most afraid of is what can move you the furthest. What you are most afraid of is what can move you the furthest. It's time to trust. Trust that you will be catched in case, just if you're falling, then so trust that you will be catched if you fall. You might not even fall, but if you do, the universe got your back and you will be catched. Okay? They will hold you in your arms. It will protect you. So trust that what you are most afraid of is what can lead you the furthest. By taking those steps in trust, with love to yourself, and acting from your heart and with pure intentions, and trusting that you can change this, then the universe got your back and will catch you in case you fall. That is going to be the end words from the cards for this week. And in the bottom, well, I thought it was in the bottom there is, oh my God. We have this extra. I'm sad for you, Charlie. Being alone, if it's something you have feared, and it apparently is, then it must be hard. I myself have not as far from been afraid of being alone. I have, however, been afraid of being abandoned, but that's a different story. The alone part, no. But the abandoned part, yes. That's been so, and shun out and stuff, that's been so self-chosen alone, no problem. But being abandoned, shun out, that have steered my life so much and making me take the weirdest choices sometimes, where when I think back, it's like, oh yeah, white. Oh no, I wish I knew better. But I didn't, but now I do. So it's a process. It's a process, okay? This I want to show, and then this card actually makes sense. This is in the bottom of the deck. Look at this beautiful full moon, and it's called the courage of moving forward. You know, not directly translated, but that's the essence and meaning of it. The courage of moving forward. Sometimes the fear doesn't pass, it says, and you must do what you must do, even if you are afraid. So doing that works beautifully with the former card, with the universe embrace, that your fear can bring you the furthest, can move you the furthest. So do what you must, taking the steps so you do not feel alone, whether or not you will be alone or not. So that the looking foolish. In whose, I will get to you, Danny. I'm not laughing at you, but yeah, it's sort of grotesque. It's natural, and I've had it too in many situations. So I will get back to you. But yes, taking those steps that we need to take. For instance, for the alone part, it can be, okay, why am I afraid of being alone? What is it? And then where does it stem from? Because often there's something below. So it's not the alone part in itself, but it's something that has created the fear of the alone that it originates from. And doing that work, stepping into that, knowing that you are supported in that work and trusting in that you can do that you are strong enough, because you are not alone. You might be here in this world, but all these cards, the universe got your back. So it's time to trust, to take steps to stop feeling alone. Whether it's connecting with angels, with guides, with animals, seeking out people with similar interests, or whatever it is. So you stop that feeling of being alone and feel that you are connected somewhere. And Danny, about the hello, Apita, and about the fear of looking foolish, then by all means, the technique sometimes working for me is acknowledging why is it that you are afraid of that. So ask yourself, what is the worst if someone thinks you look foolish? Is it just your pride, or are you afraid of being, cast out? Because will you seriously? Is it an actual reality that you can be cast out for looking foolish? And if it's from a group of people that do that to you, really ask yourself, is then that group of people really worth spending your time with? Isn't that best than finding some other people that they're not laughing at you but with you, uh, without knowing your situation? I know the more we are set in our ways, the more difficult it can be to change them. Oh yes, definitely know that. So but I assure you, looking foolish, that's whether or not people think you look foolish. Maybe you think that they think you look foolish and it's all in your head. Maybe they do and it doesn't matter. Maybe they do and they judge you by it. But then that's a way for you to say, okay, then people, they do not deserve my energy. I will put my energy elsewhere. So that's a filter, a very effective filter. It can be harsh sometimes depending on who it is and how it's done. But yes, it's a filter. So I hope it makes sense, and I hope it helps, even though it's like, can be harsh. It can be harsh. I know that. It can be very difficult to sort people from things like that and know who's there for you and who's not. It can be like, whoa, sometimes. But that too, we will survive. We have before and we will again. Okay? Yeah, exactly, Charlie. It can be a tough filter, but it's effective. So you're welcome, Danny. So, Peter, I will pull a card, 2 cards for you also, 2 as 1. And then I think that probably will be it for today, because I'm getting a bit sore in my back for all this sitting. I also sat down a bit for the Danish reading. Not that it was that long, but I promised them to find a few links for some different kind of meditation types, music to put in, and I did that, and that took a little bit of time also. So let's see which way, this way around. Oh my God, I just mixed this card in, Apita. I don't know if you've been there, but you can watch it after. Both cards here, just been here, and they've been for all of us. It's the it's the theme for now, so to speak. It's the having the gut security, not security, the courage, that's the word, to move forward, and the universe, embrace the universe, holding you, have you, the arms of the universe embrace. And it's about, I will read it again, it's about, think that what you are most afraid of is what can move you the longest, the furthest. It is time to trust. Trust that you will be catched if you fall. This was the first one, but sometimes that fear, for whatever it is and whatever reason, it's difficult to let go. It doesn't just move along and away by itself. In this case, it's important that you do what you must. It's really important that you do what you must to shift this energy, even that you are afraid. And that's where this card come in. That fear, that being afraid, is what can lead you very far. It can learn you so much. It can make you grow so much. By you taking those steps, doing what you must to change that, in trust that the universe will catch you if you fall. And you might not even fall. Some of the fear might be of the falling. But know this, the universe will catch you if you trust in it and, you know, letting yourself be caught if you fall. Sorry. Sorry, it's not you I'm laughing at, Peter. That's it's Charlie. She has a way with words that makes me laugh, but not laugh at her, but it makes me laugh like in a smile way. Yes, that's right. It's like, of course, why didn't I think of it in that way? You know, like that laugh. So I don't know if you're right. Yeah, it will devour our soul like gourmet buffet, and then saunter away, licking its lips. Leave. Exactly. Uh, exactly. Um, but fear is a true feeling sometimes. So it's important that we acknowledge it when we feel it, and say, okay, yes, I know that this stems in some sort of fear, but what lies beneath? What has set it off? Where does it come from? Often it's not what we think it is in the top, but in the top. Usually it's one or two, sometimes even more layer down where it originates from. And that's why it's, especially when it just doesn't will go away, and or if it seems like, why am I afraid of this, you know, it's like irrational. Then that's the situations where it's important to trust, and it's important to take action, taking those steps, knowing that you must do something to shift it, to see. And first step to that is to see, where does it really comes from. Maybe it's something that lays so deep from way back, that has been nurtured and put on from experiences. And when you identify its root, then it's more easy to see, okay, is this really still something? If not, then it's easy to let go of. Thank God for that. Grateful for that. If not, then okay, now I know what it really is. And what can I do to change that? So I can let go of that fear, and I can fill in some more trust, and knowing I can handle this, I can be in this, I can know what to do in case of whatever it is, you know. And so the steps, it's important to take those steps. Yes, feel it to heal it. That's exactly. It's important you know what it is to do something about it. If you don't know where it comes from, yeah, you can, you know, it's not much help putting a bandage on a broken leg if you don't know the leg is broken, and just keep running on, you know. Uh, a little more little, but it's, yeah, it's important to know. And then trust. The trust is equally as important, that the universe got your back. And by working with this, you will grow so much, you will get so much longer down the road, you will get so much further ahead. Okay? And being able to set so much fear-bound energy free, that you can use for even more growth, that you can use for doing things that make you happy, that make you feel joy, and makes your heart sing. And the more of the heart singing feelings, the lesser the fear and anxiety, and the higher the vibration, and the better. But not just you that have done so much and are doing so much, but for all of us. So by helping ourselves, we help us all. So let that be the end words. And thank you. Yeah, Danny, I understand that. Yes, thank you so much, Danny. I hope you will sleep well after this. You're welcome, Peter, and thank you for participating and for being here. People coming in live and participating makes this so much more worth, and yeah, just exchanging energy and words, and I feel the love, you know, I feel the heart energy between us all, and it's so beautiful. I feel the light. So more of that, and let us all keep on feeling more joy, letting go of the fear, and knowing that we are supported, we are guided, and we are supported, and we will be catched if we fall. Not when we fall, but if. Important difference. And I always thank you, and I always enjoy when you and all your other guys are visiting me. You are so kind, and your words and your smiles and hearts and everything, it warms my heart so much. It lights me up. It literally does. So thank you for that. And I'm going to wish you a lovely Monday, a wonderful week. Take care, stay within your heart, listen to your soul, and yeah, and the nudges you get. And hearts to all of you, all the hearts to all of you, also from my heart to all of you. Have a nice day and a lovely week, and take care, and thank you all once more. Bye for now.